welcome to this video. In this video I will be showing you how to train an image classification model using Teachable Machine. You can head over to this link. I'll be giving this link in the description. Now the objective of this tutorial will be to train a deep learning model for custom object image classification using Teachable Machine, then testing it online and finally exporting it into different formats to use in our projects. Whatever format you want, it has a feature for multiple formats like TensorFlow, etc. So okay, now to know what image classification or image recognition is, you can read this over here, and also you can head over to the home page to know the basic difference between image classification and object detection. Alright, so you'll get a basic understanding. This is the classification model. Alright, then let's head back and jump into it. The training platform used for training our custom image classifier is Teachable Machine, which is from Google. Okay, now I have devised 5 steps for this. Let's begin. First step, go to the Teachable Machine website. Okay, at the home page you'll find a few videos and a basic overview of everything available on this website. You can watch these videos and read about and the FAQs. Now quickly we'll just get started. There are 3 projects here. One is for image project, the other audio, and third one is for post project. I'll be covering audio and post in other videos. Right now I'm doing this for image, so let's click on image. Alright, here you have 2 options. The one on the left is the standard image model, which is best for most uses. The model size is around 5 megabytes. It exports to TensorFlow, TF-Lite and TF JavaScript and supports 224 into 224 pixel color images. And on the right, this is the embedded image model, which is best for microcontrollers, that uses 96 into 96 pixel grayscale images, exports to TF-Lite for microcontrollers, etc. And then model size will be around 500 KB. So you can check what hardware are supported by these models. For now I'll just focus on this one, as this is what I'll be running on my system. Okay, let's click on this standard image model, and that's it. You have this page over here. The only thing that I want you to note, which is important, is that Teachable Machine only supports mobilenet model as of now. The Teachable Machine team are working on including other models as well, but right now the only model supported is mobilenet. So this is the only drawback of this website. Otherwise the training process here is very simple and very easy. So for me to show you the tutorial for other models, I'll be making another blog and video using Google Colab. So that will give you an option to train multiple models. So right now if you're just starting out, you can simply use this Teachable Machine website and train it on a mobilenet model and run it with that. So alright, let's get started. Now first, this is our class 1. You can edit this. Now I've mentioned all the steps here, so you can read these in much more detail if you miss anything in the video, but right now I'll just be explaining this as I go. Okay, so I have 2 models which I have been using for my previous tutorials as well. One is with mask and without mask. Now you can either add image samples using your webcam or any camera that is connected to your system. You can capture multiple images and save it inside this, or you can upload an entire dataset and a bunch of images. So that's what I will be doing. You can drag and drop, or I'll just choose my files. I have these files here on my desktop. For with mask, I'll just select all these. Okay, I had 690 image samples, and for without mask again I'll upload it from same folder. This is a very basic dataset for mask detection. I have given the link to that here at the bottom. Mask dataset, Prajna's P GitHub, so you can download it from there. Alright, now okay, so that's done. Now next, to train the model, it will also give you this video link showing you how to train the model. I'll show it to you. You can make a few changes over here. You can change the epochs, batch size, and the learning rate. Alright, so now once you set this, you can also read what these are and what these do over here. Now once you start training the model, I think the default option is okay if you're just starting out. 50 epochs, 16 batch size, and the learning rate 0.001 is also fine. Just click on train the model, and it will prepare the training data. I'll just quickly go over to that because we cannot change tabs while it is training. Okay, as you'll see over here, I've also mentioned this over here, you cannot switch tabs as that pauses the training. Alright, so everything is basically explained over here in this blog. So okay, that's it. Okay, it has started the training. As you can see, it is saying don't switch tabs. You must leave this tab open to train your model. Alright, so as you can see, the 50 epochs won't take much time, and that will also give us pretty decent result. I mean, if you train it for a few more epochs like 200, 300, that will be better. You can compare the output with this, but right now this is just for demonstration purposes, so I'll stop at 50. You can check everything that is happening, so you can calculate the accuracy per class and the confusion matrix, the accuracy per epoch, everything. You will see the loss decreasing over here as the epochs increase. So alright, it seems okay. Since this is an image classification model, it trains pretty quickly, unlike object detection models. Okay, again you can view this video, the preview over here. Now I'll export the model. Now first, to export the model, you have to upload this on this shareable link. This is on Teachable Machine website itself, so I'll upload this. I won't be using my camera right now. It takes a while to upload it, couple of minutes maybe. Okay, it has uploaded my model. As you can read over here, your cloud model is up to date. This is the link, just copy it, and you can always go to this link and find your model over here. It will run your model on your camera. I'm not doing that right now. Okay, so this was for TensorFlow JavaScript. So this is the TensorFlow JavaScript code, the code snippet. Over here you will find code snippet for other formats as well. This p5.js, you can also test it in this web editor. When you open this, the default over here is for daytime and nighttime code. You can remove that. Okay, let's play this. This is the default model for nighttime and daytime classification. Okay, so as you can see at the bottom, showing daytime, nighttime. If I close this, it is nighttime. Okay, so next I've stopped that. We will delete this old code, entire old code, and paste this code from previous page that we copied, p5.js. As you will see over here, this has the URL for your model, the one as you can see above, your shareable link. This is written over here. You can just copy this entire code, just paste it. Okay, so sometimes this p5.js gives it script error. You can, even though this is the one given in p5 JavaScript on this page, this can sometimes be a bit of hassle, so you can just remove this script and all the tags entirely and just run it. Okay, so as you can see, this is showing with mask right now, without mask, with mask. So okay, the output for this is quite good, considering we only ran this for 50 epochs. So as I mentioned earlier, this image classification model does not require a huge number of epochs. 50 was enough. Now obviously if you have a higher number of images in your dataset, you can obviously increase this and also tweak the values over here. Alright, you can see the progress of your training over here. Okay, compare accuracy for each class. So click on this, you will see the accuracy for my with mask class had reached 0.99, and for without mask it had reached 100%. So that is very good. These are the other things that you might like to see. Okay, if this interests you, you can see this. Now this will be accuracy per epoch. Alright, okay, now loss per epoch. As you can see, the loss started going down and then almost reached this spot at around 5th epoch itself, and after that it was a very slow convergence. So okay, now this is very simple, training this on it. So now we've done this, we can move on to the next step. Alright, now let's move on to the next step. Now we've tested this, you can also test this JavaScript. Now you can also download your model, okay, which you can again upload in the future again if you want to. Let me show you the format for this. As you can see, it is in JSON format, so you can come back and upload this again if you want later. Now let's move on to TensorFlow. Okay, so there are two model conversion types for this. The one is Keras, the other one is saved model. Now Keras is .h5 and saved model is .pb. Alright, so you can use these code snippets on your system to test these models. Once you've downloaded them, you can download the model for Keras first, and then you can also visit its GitHub and find this code over there. Now once you have this model downloaded, you can run this on your system using this code snippet that we have below. It's very simple code just to test this model. Now if you have all the TensorFlow and everything installed on your system, or you can also do this in Google Colab. I will be making a video on testing this on Google Colab in future, as I said earlier in the video. Right now I'm just focusing on Teachable Machine, and next I will be making a blog for Google Colab, because there you'll have the option to train for multiple image classification models. This Teachable Machine only supports mobilenet, so over there I'll also be training EfficientNet and other models, etc., the inception model, and so okay, this is downloaded this keras file. You can copy this code, copy it to a Python script file on your system, and just run it, and you'll see the inference. Let me download the saved model. Okay, so I've also downloaded the saved model format. Now moving on to the third tab, that is TensorFlow Lite. Now this is for deploying on mobile devices, and also over here, as you can see, this has three model conversion types. One is floating point, the other is quantized, and third one is HTPU. So floating point will obviously be larger in size, and quantized will be smaller in size as compared to that. Now this is also given the directions on how to set up these models, whichever one you have. You can go to this TF-Lite Android example, or get the Android app sample from here. It's the same basically. Okay, this is the image classification one, the TensorFlow master folder that I have been using in my previous tutorials. You will find the other modules over here, like object detection and the other ones. Right now we are in this image classification. You can download this on your system as well, and then copy the converted TF-Lite model and your level file, whichever one you have, you'll be using, to the assets folder, as we did in the previous videos. This is for TF-Lite. So I'm just giving a quick overview of this. I will be making another video for deploying this on a mobile device with all the steps in it, so you don't have to worry about that. I'll be covering both these, floating point and quantized, and then I'll be deploying them on an Android device and showing it to you. And then also I'll be covering the Android Studio portion of it in that video. So alright, now for this, as I said, the only thing that we had to do was test the model, which we did. It was showing quite good results, so the output was good. Now we can end this export models screen. Now you can also test your model over here, the preview window. So you can either choose images and drag and drop over here. I'll choose this image. Now as you can see, this is showing with mask. The second one is without mask, the option. Okay, you can use another new test image over here from, let's say, download it from Google. I'll do that right now. Okay, I have downloaded another image for test. Alright, I'll give the path to that image. It is very easy to test. Now as you can see, this is also showing this with mask, so this seems okay. You can also test this on your webcam. You can select this as webcam and then allow. Okay, so as you can see, this is showing this with mask right now. Now I'll remove the mask. Okay, so now it is showing without mask. Now I'll stop this. Okay, so we have tested our model on this as well, and I've also shown you how to test it using this export model. Okay, so that's it for this video on how to train an image classification model using Teachable Machine. So if you've enjoyed this video, please click on the like button and make sure to subscribe to this channel. And alright, I'll see you in the next one.